perfect home, you need a home with systems. In the ongoing series, we are coming up with different ideas of how to make your home better. The first step to having a successful week is ensuring that you know what is in stock, as it will help you come up with your menu. In our previous episode, we shared how to come up with a menu with the ingredients that you have in your house. So in today's episode, we are taking stock of what is available so that we can know whether we need to restock or what we already have in stock is sufficient to take us throughout the week. Let me know in the comment section, how do you take stock of your groceries? As you take stock, it's advisable to note down the quantities so that it can help you even to know in subsequent restocks how much you consume, say in a week, in 2 weeks, or in a month. Okay, as you can see, the pantry was almost empty and we decided not to restock this week just to see how long whatever was available in stock can sustain us for the week. Make sure when you're taking stock, you check your pantry, your fridge, and any other space that you put your shopping, just to be sure. And like I've said, list down. If you already have a menu in your house, make sure it aligns with your ingredients. And if not, you can always come up with a menu for a specific week. So yesterday we didn't shop, but today we needed to refill, so we got this cabbage at, I'll put the price, and then we got this plantain for breakfast. This was 230. Is it a good or bad deal? Let me know in the comment section that they are found. Yeah, so definitely we'll share a recipe if we have not already shared on the channel. So after not shopping on Sunday, we realized some things might run out before next Sunday, so I picked a few things from the supermarket. We have this tissue, got these scones. I made an observation, all the scones I get to buy, they look like this. They have these things. I don't know, can someone tell me, is their oven, is it that their ovens are dirty or what? Then we have all-purpose flour. Then we restocked a maize. Okay. I bought a few onions because the ones we have might not run us throughout the week. Okay. Then I bought some matoke. Okay. I bought some soda, some detergent, Time for the recipe of the week, and we're going to make Osso Buco. As you can see, we have prepared the ingredients beforehand as we wait for it to boil. The best thing is to boil it a few minutes before you can fry, because it turns out amazing and it's edible. If you don't cook it properly, it's not going to be edible. As you've seen, I've done a mix of all the ingredients I want to add to my sauce, and I want to blend them before using them just to make my work easier. I realized when you're using a pressure cooker to fry, it takes long before it cooks up things. So I was just making my work easier by just ensuring whatever I can make with the as sauce, I do that, so that by the time the onions cook, then I'll be set. As you can see, we boiled for 16 minutes, and I must say it was sufficient, because after we fry, then it will be okay. Yeah, and of course we got some soup, and it was very nice. We decided to fry using the pressure cooker. As you can see, I set 7 minutes, and it turned out 7 minutes was not enough to prep everything before we even add the Osso Buco. So we used the 7 minutes to cook the onions, which I felt is a long time. I don't know if I can be patient, but it was quite something. Okay, so onions there, and then garlic there we added, and then our sauce. As you can see, it turned out amazing, and I must say it also made the food very delicious. Okay, so if you've never tried to cook using a pressure cooker, this is an experience for you, as it was for me. I always boil using the pressure cooker, but I've never fried, and I think this is something I'll be trying next time. Let me know the recipe you would like us to try on the pressure cooker. For this pressure cooker, it shows you can use it to make like biryani, pilau, so many food stuff. So I also want to try them out, so drop them in the comment section, something that you would want us to try. And if you missed our episode when we tried making githeri on the pressure cooker, make sure you check it out. After I added all the ingredients, I left it for another 5 minutes, and I must say the outcome was amazing. With the shopping haul for this week, so let's get to it and see how much we have spent for the 4th week of July. Oops! I got the onions for 200 shillings. Clearly the packaging was not strong enough. I've actually noticed one had already poured, but it's fine. Then we have coriander. These were 30 shillings. It's a saving from what we get from the supermarket. I think from the supermarket one is 20 bob or thereabouts. Okay. Then I got garlic. I couldn't get the local one, which is what I like, because it makes the food more flavorful and it is natural. But I also had the imported one. Okay. Then we got some tomatoes here. Tomatoes were 3 for 20 shillings. This size, it's not so bad. And then down there we have one of my favorite is raw beans, which we get to peel. Okay, I like the beans because they don't cause much acidity. Then we have cabbage, this size. This was 100 bob. I don't know, you can let me know in the comment section whether this is a good deal or your place items are slightly cheaper or more affordable. This one also. The next thing we got are these arrowroots. You can see they are reasonable size. Wow. They are for 500, no 600, 300 each, 2 bundles, and they gave me one extra one because the other time the ones I had got spoiled. Then we got some potatoes for 400. From there we got some sausages. This was on offer at $6.99. Then I got some chicken. It was also on offer at $6.62. I got some beef. It was also on offer. This was $8.44. Then I got some greens. Sorrel and spinach are our favorites. These were sorrel 35, spinach 35. So there are 3 pieces. And then I got some flour, all-purpose eggs, of course, my favorite. Then we have a maize, also my favorite, very delicious. Then we have mandazi flour. Then we have some Sprite. So in total, the supermarket items costed 3,691. Yeah. Okay. Then we go to the market. This, for the first time, this was so expensive. I bought them at 100 each. I feel like it is a raw deal. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section how much are they in your hood. Then I got this for 30 shillings each. Carrots was 100 shillings. Then I got some fruits. This was 150. They have become so expensive, but it looks so delicious. Then I got this pawpaw at 250. Reasonable size, if I may say. I got some bananas at 70 bob. One was 10 bob, and this one is spoiled. I don't know. Yeah. And then some avocados. They don't look so good, but we'll see. They don't look so good, but we'll see. I got a watermelon for 200 shillings. So these are the remaining portion of the avocados. So I'm hoping they're going to be delicious. Some oranges. This was 200. And lastly, here we have some arrowroots for 200. Okay, let me know in the comment section, did I get a good deal or it was a raw deal? Yeah, that is our stock for the week. I'm sure it's going to be sufficient for the week. Yeah, so how much do you spend for your weekly budget? I would also love to know so that we just get to learn from each other.